Alright, I am back for an life update. Alright, well, I'm trying to set you up somewhere. And I think this would be the best spot to set you up. Is that fine? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay. Close this. Is that good? Yeah, it's good. Because I'm not gonna lie, I have a headache. And that sun that's been on top of it was like hurting me. But I wanted to give you a little update on my life lately. I stopped getting something to eat because it was Taco Tuesday yesterday. And I only ate 2 tacos. I was just tired because, you know, we just got our lights on. Last night was our first night sleeping in our room again. And we had AC. So I got me a sausage biscuit. There's just a biscuit with sausage and a hash brown. That's it. And some water. So our lights got cut on. Last night was our first night in the room. And let me tell you, oh, I felt so good. I didn't want to get up. So we were 7 days and a half down our light. We finally got our light on, but the reason why our ACs weren't working because, you know, it was so dark out there in a little area. Well, the other day there was like a little, you could say, police chase, and the car ran into the main like AC boiler. So when our light got cut on, we didn't have no AC. So last night was our first night with AC. And that's because they just cut it on overnight for a certain amount of hours. And right now before I left the house, they cut it off again. Because they're trying to fix it. I'm hungry. Everything's back to normal, you know. I feel like I can't see me. I'm tired. I'm not tired, but I could just sleep for a while right now. Because this past week, I didn't get good sleep at all. But everything's back to normal. Thank God. Because I seriously almost had a breakdown 2 times out of those 8 days. The 8th day, guys, I'm saying 7 days and a half were without light because the 8th day, that night, they cut on our lights like around 9, 10 something at night. So, oh, you know what? I'm lying. It wasn't at night. It was like around 8 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. And so, why did I say that? What was I talking about? Oh, so yeah, we say 7 days and a half because the 8th day that night, I got cut on. But so the AC wasn't working into that, so we were like, really? Now I got a power on, we have no AC. Because it's too hot. If you're out here in Houston or you've been looking up all this stuff going on in Houston, you will see how hot it is. And they're not lying. They're not over exaggerating it. Well, there is some stores that I've seen and I reposted those on my community tab of this channel. Her name is Grizzly or something like that. She's like a bootleg news reporter out here in Houston. Not bootleg, because she's accurate. Like, she goes out and goes to the scenes where there's shootings and like stuff like that, and like tells you the story and what's going on, who died, stuff like that. So anyways, she even said there was a lot of false stories about Houstonians, about there was that some Houstonians had some Centerpoint workers hostage and all that stuff. There was a lot of stuff that people were overdoing. It was a lie. Yeah, everybody out here is frustrated, but it ain't that serious. I mean, it's serious, but it ain't that serious. But it is true that there was thousands. Shoot, it was what, 2 million people or something like that. Something like that. It was 2 point something million, I don't know, of people without power. That was true. And what sucked, because we had power, we lived there, right? And like right across the street there was power. So you know how hard it was to see that every single day, looking at them across the street like, man, I know they're sleeping good tonight. Well, we know we're all gonna be jammed up like sardines in the living room. It was really, really stressful. And man, I feel so bad because when our power got cut on, I just realized this last night though, because I actually was sitting on my patio last night and I was just like, I just like to just sit out there in the quiet without my phone or nothing and just like enjoy nature, you know. Like, I was sitting outside at 5 o'clock this morning in my patio, drinking a coffee and just like enjoying nature. The sounds. I'll probably see them go down, because honestly guys, I'm not really feeling myself still. Alright, so I'm saying, I don't know if I'm drained. I'm just overwhelmed. Because we can't even go all the way food shopping right now. Because they're cutting on people's lights for a little while, for a couple of hours, and they're cutting them off. I guess to cut on somebody else's lights, or I don't know how they're doing it. I know there's a lot of work that has to be done, you know. There was trees and stuff everywhere. But I was like, I don't want to go buy food and then cut off my lights again, you know. It's just stressful just thinking about that. Like, oh, let's enjoy the AC right now. And we just got AC. That was our first night last night. We've been 2 days with light. Yeah, today's the second day. No, today's the third day. No, you can say second day, whatever. What was I saying that? I keep on getting sidetracked, man, I swear. So yeah, I'm scared to go buy foods. I don't want to lose my food. I don't want to have to go through all that again because it's horrible. I have a cousin that lost his house. Not lost it, but he had a lot of damage to his house. You know, my grandmother was living in the heat for a couple of days. You know, some family members caught COVID. I couldn't go around my mom because she was around them. It was just like a lot. I was just like, oh my God. I feel like I was just like stuck and shut in at home, you know, which I was, because I didn't want to. And the reason why we didn't drive far away, like, because we had to drive, you know, kind of not far, but we had to drive out of our area to even go to a hotel and stuff. And I couldn't take all my cats with me. I couldn't leave all my cats at home like that. There was no way. There was no way. The other day when I was on live, I had mentioned it on live, but I literally watched a lady that lives near me pack up all her cats and put them in the cage. Her kids were crying and crying and crying, and she was taking them to like a shelter. She was taking them somewhere because she said that she couldn't handle being in the heat and being with all the animals and her kids. And because guys, I'm telling you guys, if you've never lived like that, you don't know, man. You don't know how hard it was. And my kids are big. Like, imagine how it is for parents that have smaller kids. I can't even imagine. Because remember, my last 3 kids, they're all back to back. I only got one oldest one. He's 19. And then it's literally 10, 11, and 12, and 19. So I had all my 3 small ones back to back. Excuse me, guys. I needed something in my stomach. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been eating too good. I just been like, drained out, like, and just thinking and worried about everything. And then hurricane season is still not over. So me and my husband are like packing this Tupperware box, even though we should have did that a long time ago. But we're like, we need to be a little more prepared next time, because yeah, we had a generator and all that, but man, the generator made my nerves so bad. I don't know how people could use generators. I mean, obviously I don't know how, right? Because we had to use it. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, especially when you're in the heat. But I can't even imagine. So anyways, last night I just realized that the people across the street, well, back of us, they don't have no lights still, and I can still hear their generators. And I was listening this morning, I'm looking towards over there, and it's all dark, and I'm like, oh my God, God be with those people, because we know how it is to sleep in the heat and like be in the heat. Like I said, we had a generator and we had the AC and everything in the living room, and it cooled down, but not enough. But it was cool enough, better than other people's places. Like, it was cool, it was sleepable. We were still kind of sweaty, but you know, it's just not comfortable. It's not regular. It's not like having your regular AC, you know, system on in the house, you know. So, man, I was looking at them houses last night, and I'm like, God, man, I know. Well, last night and this morning, I was like, man, I know they didn't have good nights, because I know my husband was waking up in the middle of the night to put gas in the generator because it cut off, and I was like, now that all that is draining. You know, he gets up, I get up, and then just to go to the restroom was like a whole process. You know, get light, because we don't leave no candles on. We didn't leave no candles on or anything in the back when it was dark, because nobody was back there, and we were scared the cats were gonna like jump up the counters or something and burn themselves, or drop the candles on the floor or something. You just never know, you know. So we're like, all we need is light in the front where we're at. And in the nighttime, if you want to go to the restroom, just grab a phone, you know, and use that light. So that's why we had to like do it that way, and then try to, I'm proud of myself for vlogging this whole process, because it was really, really stressful. And somebody commented on one of my videos and said, man, you've been really, really strong. Like, you know, I'm glad to see a smile on your face. Man, honestly, I had no choice but to keep a smile on my face, because my kids were counting on me, you know, on my husband too. And I had no choice to. But you know, sometimes it's so hard when you're trying to like be the strongest one for everybody. Like, it gets draining. There was one time, I can't say it happened the whole time, but out of those 8 days, there was one time that I went in the restroom and I cried. I shed a couple of tears down. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm tired. Like, I'm drained. And you know, my kids are just being kids. You know, we're all together. They're gonna be arguing, you know, like normal stuff that us moms go through, you know, when you have teens or smaller kids. And it was starting to become overwhelming for me. But I love, one thing about me, I love that I can go in the restroom, give me a good little cry out, and then I'll just put on some makeup and walk out. You'll never know something's wrong with me. You will never know. And I had to put on those faces for my kids, you know. And it's hard doing that. It's really, really hard, because you're looking at them, but you want to cry. But you're looking at them like, oh, I just want to cry. Because I made it my business. We had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So imagine we had to cook throughout the day, or go get something to eat, and stand in these long freaking lines just to get something to eat. And that's because we hardly did that. Because honestly, I've said it in my last videos, I tried to cook all my food that I had left over. I didn't want to lose any of my food. I lost probably like a handful of things, but not important things. That was like vegetables and stuff. But meat and all that, I cooked all of that. I'm like, I'm not gonna lose all that. I'm gonna cook all that and we're gonna eat it. So that's exactly what we did. So I literally cleaned out my refrigerator like the second day we went without power. And then after that, we were just like living day by day, literally going to the store, getting stuff we needed for that day. And we had to drive out just to go to the store. It was just like wasting gas just to drive all around to look for a store. It was just a lot, man. It was just a lot. My orange cat Ginger started like getting sick on me. He was like panting, and I've never seen a cat do that. And I'm like, man, I think he's overheating. So that stressed me out, you know, because I started worrying about him. And I'm like, that's the last thing we need right now is for one of our cats to pass. Me and my kids just literally witnessed a lady next to us get all her cats and put all her cats in a cage. And her kids were over there crying. And the kid that was crying was my daughter's age, my little girl, Angelie's age. She's like 10. He's like 10. Well, my daughter's like 10 too. She's not like 10. She's 10. And we literally sat right there and we watched them crying for their animals because they had to get rid of them. And it was the saddest thing. It was the saddest. The cats are all like freaking out in the cage. Like, where in the heck are we going? And it was like 4 or 5 cats. I got 4 cats, in case you don't know. I can't imagine doing that. I try to make my cats as comfortable as we could too. I usually change their water like every 2 days. Every 2 days, I got them a little water jug tank, like a little tank, and it, you know, refills with water by itself. I was cleaning that thing out every single day. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, my cats were good too, you know, and I was just trying to just take care of everybody and just do everything for everybody, and I was wearing myself out. But I'm glad we got through it, and I'm glad we didn't have to go more days. I'm looking at these people, I'm like, man, they're gonna go like 15. I'm sorry, this is I'm looking at the phone. I got a message. They're gonna be like 10 days without power, and that is crazy. People that don't have a generator, I honestly, truly, I give it to you, because I don't know how y'all did it. I'm not gonna lie. Just for us to go take a shower and stuff, it was stressful. Being in the heat is very, very stressful. And like I said, I was still cleaning my place and stuff, so it was a good workout. Don't get me wrong, I was sweating, you know. It was, you know, I took like freaking 8 showers a day. I'm not even lying. I stayed jumping in the shower. But man, I'm so happy though that I got all my cleaning done yesterday. All my cleaning. I didn't get to record all of it at all. Like, I only recorded a couple of pieces. But when I tell you, we were scrubbing walls. I went to go buy a new shower curtain and everything for my kids' restroom. Because in my restroom, I don't need a shower curtain because we have an open door, because we have a stand-up shower. And I was in yawn. I was like, I don't want to yawn. So I have mascara on just a little bit. Not mascara. So I have to get ready to walk into work in a second. But I cleaned my house really, really good yesterday. I couldn't wait 1 more second. I'm like, we gotta clean. Like, I started cleaning the moment I woke up yesterday morning. It was around 8 something in the morning. I was already up. I had the kids up. I'm like, come on, we're vacuuming. We're cleaning these couches out. We're cleaning the cat's treehouse little thing out, because if you have one of those tree houses, y'all know you gotta vacuum those things, because they collect a lot of hair on the corners and, you know, the edges and everything of them things. So you gotta like vacuum those things, because you'll be surprised how much hair you'll find on those, because those are the cat's little tree houses, you know, so they're mostly on those tree houses. So I was like, everybody had chores, let me tell you, but we got it all done yesterday. I wasn't gonna cook yesterday. I was yawn again. I wasn't gonna cook yesterday because I was so tired, but I still managed to make it to the store yesterday and get a couple of things, and I got some stuff to make tacos. I'm like, and I know sometimes I need to think about myself though too, you know. I'm like, I'm tired, like I'm drained, but I'm like, man, my kids want like a good hot meal. Like they, you know, like they want food. They want to see me in the kitchen cooking, like, you know. Even though they seen that when the lights were off and all that, but it wasn't the same. It was just so hot and just muggy and just, you know. And I'm like, my kids, our whole house is clean. Everything is clean. We changed sheets to everything. Everybody's beds got changed. I'm like, everything's nice and clean. I want to make a good meal so everybody can go to sleep good. And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. But yeah, guys, our lights are back on and we're living normal life. Well, not really, but we're living a little normal life right now. Like I said, I'm scared to go grocery shopping because I'm scared that something's gonna happen. But I don't want to sit here and be living scared, because I remember when we got the tornadoes, that terrified me and my family. And now when we see rain coming, we're like, oh my god, is a tornado coming? And I'm not the only one. Everybody around me is feeling like that. Even my mom is like that. If my mom sees there's bad weather coming, she'll leave her place in the country and she'll go to my sister's house, like coming in. Well, my sister don't live in town. My sister don't live in Houston, but you know, my sister lives somewhere coming near the city. So she'll go stay with my sister, but it's stressful. It really, really is. But yeah, everything's fine now. I'll keep y'all updated as we go, and y'all stay tuned for the grocery haul. When I do go shopping, I am gonna record it, and so y'all can see everything we're getting and all that good stuff. Cause we're gonna go do a big grocery shopping, a big huge one. So y'all stay tuned for that. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. Please turn on your bell notifications, so every time I post a video, you'll be first to be notified. If y'all wonder what the bell notification is, why I always say that, it's because if y'all turn that little bell for me, every time I post a video, it'll send like an alert to your phone that I posted a video or that I'm going live, anything like that. So the little bell thing is, I'm gonna put it somewhere right here. All right, and I'll show you where the bell's at. Where you see the bell's at, you gotta press that bell and it will send you notifications. Oh my god, I'm ready to go into work and get this out of the way. All right, I gotta walk in already, so I'll see you in the next video.